We're now being joined by Arkadij Naiditsch, who won his first game of the season. Arkadij, congratulations.
Thank you.
Easy game?
Not that easy, but I think I was doing very well, just straight from the opening. I've been very surprised by his move Queen d3. It's looking very strange. I mean, you're losing a couple of tempos. So as well, my opponent thought very much about this strange decision to play Queen d3. Actually, I've been not sure if I need to play Rook d8, but it was just too tempting to put the Rook to the open file. And after Queen e3, I had to decide. I had a lot of options to play this h6, g5, what I have done in the game. As well, I had many options, for example, h6, bishop, h4 to play just Queen e6. I think as well the position of black is very comfortable. And afterwards, I think I've been better, but then it got a little sharp. I needed to calculate. I think it was more or less everything under control.
This h6, g5, I'm curious, because I said, no, too risky, the king doesn't have any place to go, but it's just, yeah, misunderstanding on my part, I'm guessing.
No, I think by playing h6, g5, he has a huge problem with the bishop on g3, so I'm going just straight knight d7, bishop g7, so my development is very comfortable. As well, instead of bishop g7, I could have played just first queen e6, not to allow him even to play knight c4. I was just not sure if, because knight c4, knight fd2 is quite slow, I'm getting this knight c5, the knight is getting to f4. So I think in both cases, the position of black is very comfortable.
Looks smooth, certainly. We were earlier talking to Etienne, who said he's been playing for Baden-Baden for 12 years. He's the second longest tenured. How many years have you been playing for Baden-Baden?
I think 11. I think, actually, I'm not sure, or 10 or 11, but I think 11. It's my 11th season. Okay.
Yeah. And how many titles? 10 years, 9 titles? Is that?
Yeah, one we missed.
We all know. It's sad. So, in general, I know you're close to the guys who are running the team as well. Do you discuss, like, what's the goal for this season? Do we need to improve the team further? Are we strong enough to win? What's the situation there?
I think if you look at the lineup, we are definitely strong enough to win not only the Bundesliga, so but it's never easy to win year by year. As we know, 2 years ago we didn't manage to win the championship title. So definitely every match is very important. So we need to stay focused.
We were discussing a little earlier about the situation you had today. For example, you're black against a weaker opponent, but he's still a solid grandmaster, plays a solid line, and you're a specialist, in my opinion at least, in beating weaker opponents. Is that a fair assessment, or how would you see it?
I think I see it completely the opposite. I have a terrible score with black against weaker opponents. I think for the last 20 games I haven't won any game actually with black. So yeah, so I think no, but I think statistically I'm losing huge against on ELO against opponents, let's say, of 2500. So I have a very bad score.
Ah, okay. I was arguing that sometimes you lose games, but you will also win like 8 out of 10, while many others would make a lot of draws, but I haven't.
Usually I have a good score in the Bundesliga, but in other events it's much tougher.
Oh, I see. So for the Bundesliga, you've been one of the top scorers for many years. Is it because you feel more comfortable then? I thought it was because of your weaker opponent's skills, but what's the secret?
I think there is no secret. I believe I'm just a bit lucky in the Bundesliga, and I have sometimes very tough positions that finally ends up in a full point, which is of course just a pure luck.
All right, thanks a lot, Arkadij Naiditsch.